Hi loves, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you are new. It's Cass. Please like, subscribe, comment and all that fun stuff. Today I'm going to be sharing with you one of my favourite makeup looks. So this looks kind of edgy, grungy, emo, scene, whatever you want to call it, but it has always been a really big go-to for me. I absolutely love it. It's like very alternative and it's just really fun. It's definitely, I think, one of the funnest makeup looks. I definitely used to wear this a lot more often, whereas now I've been experimenting with a lot of bright colours. I really hope that you can use like some of my ideas, tips or tricks or whatever to achieve this look as well, because if you're into that kind of style, I think it is so fun, just really fun to do. And I haven't worn like really dramatic, like edgy dark makeup in a while, so I'm pretty keen, really excited to share with you guys. So I didn't do this on camera because I figured you really wouldn't be that interested. I already put moisturizer on. I used the Asano face moisturizer and I used a little bit of this and I'm almost out, look. But I'm really weird with this kind of thing. I like to use like all of it. Like, I like to use all of it, so I will still use that for next time. And the primer I used is this one, Prime Magic. This one, I really do like it, but I find it a little drying sometimes. But as long as I use it with these two, or at least just a moisturizer, then it works really well for me. I just realized I haven't wet my sponge, so I'm gonna be back in a sec. Wet sponges. They're looking pretty grubby and old. I probably should get some more at some point because I've had these a very long time, but I like them still. The foundation I'm going to be using is actually one I haven't used in a very long time, and it's this Nude by Nature one. I'm doing a big clean out and getting rid of just like really old makeup and ones that I don't use anymore and things like that. So this, I'm kind of testing it for this video to decide whether I'll keep it or not, because the foundations that I swear by are these three. I absolutely love them. And this one, Estee Lauder Double Wear, is my absolute favorite. So I usually only wear it on like really special occasions because it's quite expensive, but it lasts the full day. So like when I need my makeup to look really good all day, I always use this. But if I'm just like going out for like an event or something, or like just something small, then I wear one of these two. They are great and they do stay on really, really well as well. The Estee Lauder's just got like a heavier coverage, so it's good like if my skin's really bad or the weather's really bad and I just feel like I need that extra kind of coverage. But otherwise these two are just really, really, really good as well. I don't think I have anything against this one, but I remember I bought it and it was, I think it's usually at the shops, it was at Priceline. I think they're usually like 40 something dollars and it was half price. So I was like, wow, this must be like good foundation and it's so cheap. I'm gonna give it a shake actually because I haven't used it in a bit. And it's so cheap, like it must be pretty good if it's usually that price. And I remember it just didn't really work well for me. Anyway, I stopped using it for a while, so I'm gonna give it another chance. I put a little bit too much on my sponge, but that's okay. I have seen some people use this foundation though with a brush and it looks perfect, so maybe I should use it with a brush. But I don't have any brushes at the moment that I use for foundation. I just use sponges. It's going on okay. It's just very thin coverage. I think I'm gonna need to put another coat on and a little bit of concealer. Alright, well, it's not bad, but considering I thought I put too much on my sponge and the coverage is still quite thin and I need more, maybe that's why I didn't like it as much. I don't know, like I used it a few times and then I just stopped using it. And I haven't used it in a very long time. But for this video, I'm giving it a test. Do I look like a giraffe? Or like a... I don't know, what are those animals with the slodges? Yeah, no, I'm remembering why I didn't like this very much. If you have dry skin like I do, it just clings to your dry patches. And it doesn't spread very evenly. I'm remembering why I stopped using this one. I have nothing against the brand though, I use that brand a lot. Their powder foundation is like perfect for me. I don't know if it's my skin type or if it's that you're supposed to wear, you're supposed to do it with a brush, I'm not too sure. But doing it with a sponge, like applying with a sponge for this foundation, for me anyway, it doesn't really work too well. That's okay, I'm going to use this Models Prefer highlighting stick as well. I use it as a concealer because it doesn't really illuminate that much because I'm so pale, so it just works really well as a concealer for me. But I still use it on all the high points of my face like I would a highlight. But I'm gonna apply a little extra because I just don't feel like I have the coverage at the moment with that foundation, unfortunately. I'm honestly not really happy with it, but I really did want to try this foundation again because I hadn't used it in such a long time. And I love this brand. Nude by Nature is really, really good, but it just doesn't sit right on my skin. It's very cakey and my skin's dry and it clings to it. Maybe it's better if you apply it with a brush. If you've used this before, please let me know in the comments like what I'm doing wrong, because I don't know why I always have problems with this foundation. But that's okay. Alright, so I'm gonna let that just kind of sit for a bit and quickly do my brows really roughly. I'm using the Natio eyebrow pencil thing. I'll come back and make them a little bit sharper after I've done like my eyeshadow and powder. That's set for a few minutes. For powder, I'm going to be using this CoverGirl one, but I only use this like on the lower points of my face and the sides because it's a little too dark for me. For this particular look, some people actually buy like a foundation, like a skin tone higher. They really like the contrast sometimes with like the dark brows, dark lips, dark eyeshadow and eyeliner, and then the pale complexion, or like paler than your usual complexion. So I don't do that though, I just use my normal foundation because I find it's like I'm kind of pasty no matter which one I use. So this one, I do love it, but I can only really use it fully on my face in the summer because it's too dark. This is like the mitt that comes with it. I just use this kind of brush off any like excess on it, and then I do the rest with this Nude by Nature brush. Always make sure to blend like right down because you don't want to get that mask, and like right up to my hairline, like all the low points of your face. Next, I will go in with this Rimmel Match Perfection translucent powder, and I put this on all the points that don't have any powder or haven't been set yet. Okay, next I'm going to do a little bit of contour, and I like to use the Natio bronzer. And I use this Sports Girl brush. And I use this Too Faced Cocoa Contour palette with a very light shade for my nose because I find that one's too dark. And just another Nude by Nature brush, and blending from the end of my brow down. And I just use the brush provided to kind of blend it a little better. I don't wear a lot of blush for this look, but the one I do use is this Nude by Nature. You guessed it, it's a brand I really like. It's called Virgin Blush, and I like it for this look especially because it's like a dark red kind of plum kind of tone, and I just really like it. You guessed it, Nude by Nature blush brush. For this look, I like most of the colour to be in my eyes, so I use mainly like dark tones and then a little bit of like a brighter colour, so I don't want too much in my cheeks. And then I usually just get like a little bit of normal powder again and just kind of lighten underneath my eyes or any bits I might have accidentally put like a little too much like of blush or anything like that. Just really highlighting all the high points of my face again. And then I will fix up my brows now that I've like kind of drawn them on roughly. I know where I'm going, and I just fix them up, tidy them up a little bit. And I also just use this little Estee Lauder like to neaten them up. My brows done. Now for the eyeshadow, the two eyeshadow palettes I'm going to be using are these two. I'm really excited. I'm gonna start with like this little grey or grey blue. Very subtle. And I'm also going to use this little powder liner by Australis. So I usually just give it a shake. It has a bit of fallout, so this one, I'm always a little bit nervous to use it when I've already done my foundation, but it's really good for this look. I've had this for years and it's just always been good. Now's the really fun part. I'm going to be going in with the Beast Black, and I'll be alternating with the brush that's provided with this and a little Estee Lauder brush. A little bit of this blue just under my brow. It's like a smoky grey black blue. Really like it. It's such a fun one to use for this kind of makeup look. I am liking it. Okay, so for the next part, I'm going to be using this Urban Decay eyeshadow primer. I didn't use it under the black because I feel like my skin holds to it really well, and I get that contrast like really strongly without this, so I don't feel like I need it. So I usually just use this for really bright colours. And I'll be going in with this electric blue colour, Dream It. For this look, I know traditional is like black and grey and that kind of thing, but I always like to add a little bit of a dramatic colour, like either blue, usually blue purple, or like turquoise green. And I just screwed that up a little bit, but I'll fix that up. So I've just neatened it up a little bit, like at the crease, and now I'm just going to neaten up under my brow. I'm going to be using a mixture of these couple here, these two very, very light tones, and this Nude by Nature brush. I've messed up my brow a little bit. It's the fun thing, but the tricky thing about working with really dark colours. You sometimes have to like just touch things up, but that's okay. I'll use a tiny bit of concealer under my brows. And I'm just going to go in with headliner. And I like to go in with a white for the top because like, by the time you blend everything, it ends up like a very, very subtle like light blue. And I just really like it. I don't know if that looks weird or whatever, but I dig it. And a little bit in the inner corner. That's that. Now I'm just going to do my eyeliner and mascara off camera because I gotta get up like really close and personal with the mirror, and you guys won't want to see that. Be right back. Okay, we're looking dramatic as fuck. So I used my eyelash curler and then this Maybelline Pumped Up mascara, as well as this Scandalous by Rimmel eyeliner. You can't really see the liquid eyeliner much because I have gone for that like 90s smoked out look. They're there, but you can't really see as much. The lighting, I'm not sure this lighting does it justice, but I'm pretty happy with it. And for my lips, usually I look like this. If I didn't add blue, I would add a little bit of purple, and then usually I'd go for a purple lipstick, and that would be either this NYX one or this MAC Heroin one. Like, look at the colour. But otherwise I would use this Estee Lauder Moon Rock, which is like sparkly blue. But because I haven't had like a 90s emo rock punk grunge look for a long time and I'm really feeling it, I am gonna go just with the BYS black lipstick. Okay, I am really feeling it. I am really happy with it. I know that this kind of makeup isn't for everybody though, so that's okay if you don't like it. My favorite makeup style like of all is probably halfway between this and like very, very bright, vibrant electric kind of colors. So where I'd still use the black, but then there'd be like more contrast, and the liquid eyeliner would be a lot stronger, and the lipstick would be like really bright, like purple or something like that. So you guys have seen in a lot of my previous videos I've had like softer kind of makeup or more girly, and now you've seen it at its like most edgy. So my favorite, because obviously I'm that indecisive, is in between, but now you've seen like both ends. And for this look I've changed my scratch to a dark navy one and just put my hair in a messy, really high ponytail. Sometimes for this kind of look I would straighten it and make myself a fringe, but it's raining today and like I've got to go out like to take my dog George out and everything, so I just know it's gonna get caught in the rain. So I am just happy with a really messy ponytail. You can kind of see the blue that I added, so I really like that. And these are the earrings that I have in at the moment. So I've got like a little lightning bolt and cloud, my industrial, this little dangly chain one, and these ones. And I've just paired it with a lace choker. I was going to wear like this choker, so it's like really like hardcore, but I just absolutely love the mix of like really edgy, like strong bold colors and themes with things so soft and elegant like pale colors and lace. I really love that contrast, so I picked an elegant like lace choker. Alright, thank you so much for watching my video. I hope this helped if you're into this kind of makeup. If not, I'm glad I got to share this side of me with you guys, and I hope you like it. I hope you enjoyed. If you have any other recommendations of makeup that you would like me to do, or any videos whatsoever that you would like me to do, please hit me up in the comments below. Thank you so much, and I hope you all have a lovely day and stay safe during this hectic time in the world, and just enjoy yourselves. Thank you. Bye.